Now, 3 Kenyans have died, 2 still being held in captivity, while 16 remain unaccounted for in the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. This is according to Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, while appearing before the Senate Security and Foreign Relations Committee. Prime Cabinet Secretary Mudavadi says the total number of Kenyans in the war-torn country is 1,000, out of whom 300 are students, 450 are employed, while the rest enlisted for the war. The enlisting was facilitated by unscrupulous agencies, which, according to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, 600 have already been deregistered. And as our political affairs reporter Alan Ochanda details, Kenya requires an additional 400 million shillings to repatriate them. Listen in.
3 weeks ago, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi landed in Moscow, Russia, giving hope to hundreds of families whose kin are stuck in the front lines. Mudavadi will, however, come back with disheartening news that the government wouldn't have them back. On Thursday, the Senate Committee on National Security and Foreign Relations sought the Foreign Affairs CSS clarification. According to Mudavadi, 3 people have been confirmed dead. 16 are unaccounted for. 38 are admitted in various hospitals, while 2 are being held captive in Ukraine. So far, 47 have been rescued. The committee putting Mudavadi on spot on how hundreds of Kenyans with valid travel documents went through the country's exit, wondering whether government agencies were complicit.
These Kenyans signed these contracts. And in our conversation with the Russian authorities, they said that these were contracts which in their law are seen as valid by these Kenyans. And the best they could do under the circumstances is to really stop further enlistment.
When he jetted back from Russia, Mudavadi made it clear the government will not repatriate Kenyans stuck in Russia and that the Russian government wasn't committal on terminating running contracts as they individually did so. But now, for any success to be achieved, an additional budgetary allocation is required. 600 agencies have already been deregistered in a bid to curb the menace. With 3 people already confirmed dead, 16 unaccounted for, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi says his ministry requires 400 million shillings more in budgetary allocation to make the repatriation exercise a success, assuring Kenyans there is no diplomatic tiff between Kenya and Ukraine, as those enlisted in the war were not sanctioned by Kenya. Alan Ochanda, KTN at Bunge Towers.
Thanks, Ochanda. In related news, families